Today is day 27. So you attracted the right person, but how can you make sure that you are keeping that same vibe, right? You are here, you worked on yourself, and you didn't attract somebody from your pain. Rather, you attracted somebody from the power. You worked on yourself, you grew, and you're here, you attracted the right person. But how do you know you are maintaining the vibe? So today I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips to make sure that you are staying in that high frequency zone so that you are continuing that high frequency power couple zone, right? So what I mean by that is it's easy for us to go from here to here when we are working on ourselves, but things happen in life. Sometimes there could be challenging things that can get you down here. But because you are a person who is a high achiever, you want to grow from your pain and you want to find out the formulas that can get you from here to here. And if you have not found those formulas yet, reach out to me. My website information is on my YouTube homepage. I do one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and all of that. If you're interested, just check it out. But here I'm sharing the high level information that can still help you. So from here to here, when you want to go up in there, in that zone, you might have worked on some pattern on yourself that helped you to go from here to here. And there is no limit to that. The ceiling is not here. The ceiling is in your mind. There is no absolute ceiling. There is no limitation. You can keep growing. So the way you maintain your vibe is you have to tell yourself, this is the thinking, speaking, action, TSA, right? If you have been coming here, you know I talk about this all the time. Thinking and speaking and action, when all of this aligns, when you are in that zone, you will just keep growing. So what you have to do is when you are in that zone, you have to tell yourself the person that you are with, are both of you growing? Now, your personality could be something that you like to grow, you like to learn, right? And with the other person, it may be the same thing, it may not be the same thing. As you are doing that, that way you will know that both of your frequencies are matching for the rest of your life. Because you start dating, it could be, I don't know, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you're learning a lot about yourself and you are growing, but you need to be there in a way where both of you know that, oh, this is going to be there for the rest of your life, because you are not just getting there for 2 years relationship. Especially if you have come out of a divorce, you have come out of a long-term relationship, you know the importance. And especially if you have kids, then it's even harder, because you want to be sure that you are with the right person. Because if it is good, it's good for your kids. And if it is painful for you, it's going to be even more painful for your kids. So you want to make sure that you are maintaining that vibe, so the person who is also maintaining the vibe is with you, because same frequencies are always aligning together. So you start thinking from that perspective. You don't want to get paranoid about it, but you start thinking from that perspective, that am I maintaining? Because what could happen is also, if you're here and if you're not fully healed, you will keep getting down in this zone, and this person will feel it. If this person is fully healed, they will know, and then you won't. If you are not maintaining your vibe, then you are going to lose them too. So now I don't want you guys to be afraid of that or worry about that. The point is, how do you stay there in your high frequency zone? You want to find a formula that works every time. For some people, it is listening to good music. For some people, it's going out and exercising. For some people, it's like, doing a meditation 3 times a day for 7 days a week. It's like, depending on how big the challenge is, you need to know every time what works for you. Now, what works for me exactly may not work for you, because we all lived a different life. So the formulas are not same for each one of us. So if you're interested, if you want to work with me, I can help you to find your formula in a record time. In 3 months, you will be a completely different person. If you want to, there is email and phone number. Reach out to me and I'll help you. But you can also help yourself. There's so many resources out there. It's all about living a happy life. So to do that, we got to work on ourselves. Like in every episode, I talk to you guys about, you cannot change anyone else. You can only change yourself. If you want to live a happy life, you have to do the things. You have to do the hard work. There is no magic pill that can get you from here to here. You have to work on it. And the important part is you want to find the formula so that once you work on it, it becomes easier and you don't spend more than few seconds or minutes here. You don't spend days or months or years here, being in the painful zone. Okay, so that is about the thinking. Speaking and action, I wrote it down for you guys. So from the speaking perspective, what you start saying is, again, to your best friend, your friends, family, coworker, best way to do it, instead of like doing an affirmation, writing it down, that just gets hard. And more you say this, that I choose aligned frequency. Actually, it may not resonate with you because this is a little complicated. I should have simplified it anyway. So something that I think more resonating would be, I align with the vibe that is in my future. I align with the vibe that is in my future. Because what happens is when you are here, you are from A to B to C, you want to grow, right? Because if that is your personality that you want to grow, you kind of have to focus there, because otherwise your mind will keep going down. And it's okay if it does sometimes. But that's why you want to keep saying that, something that resonates with you. I actually wrote it down more for me because I'm a little more intense, but then I figured that it may or may not resonate with everybody. So you write down something very simple, and that's what you want to, talk to your friends, family, coworker, that, I want to maintain the vibe so that, this is if it's a fun-filled relationship, or if it is the quality time is what's important for you. You guys know about the love language test. If you don't know, Google it. It's one of the best things for both of you to do if you're in a relationship. So that's how you want to start talking about, because that's how you will be maintaining your vibe with. Because if quality time is your vibe, that's what you want to maintain. You want to start speaking about that. Then you will be doing more of that with the other person. For if your quality time is, going out on a dinner date on Fridays, like movie and dinner, and that is a quality time for you, that's what you will be doing more if you speak that more. And that's what the action part comes in. More you speak about it, chances of you taking the action is more. It is as simple as if you are saying to 5 of your friends that, oh, you want to go to a gym, chances of you going to the gym is already higher versus if you don't say it to anybody, and if it's just in your mind. Just thinking is not going to change. Thinking and speaking makes your action, because everything turns with the action. And how can you increase the probability of action is by speaking more about it, right? And that is like as simple as it gets. Now, what could happen is, normally, as when it comes to the action part, we tend to get in a comfort zone, right? So when you're here from point A to point B, and that's a comfort zone. And if your vibe is that you want growth, and sometimes even if we want to, everybody likes, human mind is wired to do it in a way that we like to stay in the comfort zone, but growth happens outside the comfort zone. Literally, growth happens outside the comfort zone. So think of it this way. So if you have worn out sandals sometime, if you're wearing that, it's like, this is the comfort zone. You're just wearing it all the time. Now, if you buy a new pair of shoes, initially there's a little bit of discomfort. Let's say you want to go out and run in a path. I might do that some today. I don't know if it rains. I may not. Depends. So if you have new shoes and you're going out running, initially, first week or two, it may not feel as comfortable if you're wearing the old shoes or the old sandals. That's what I'm talking about, the comfort zone. But you have to remember that is the growth, your growth. Like, I'm trying to lose some weight. That's just me. So if I want to grow there, I want to wear those new pair of shoes and then go out and run. And that's what will help me to grow. That is part of the growth, either if it's physical, emotional, whatever that is. You have to remember that you have to come out of that comfort zone. And that's where the action is. So from the action perspective, try your best to not stay in that comfort zone, take action as you're talking about your vibe, about maintaining the growth. If it is going to the gym, going out on a dinner date, or if you haven't started dating yet, where you had a breakup from a long-term relationship, you are back in the dating market. It sounds bad, but it is. After 15 years of relationship, 20 years of relationship, you're out in the dating market. You might feel like your comfort zone is like, okay, you have worked on yourself, you're here, but you just don't want to go out on a date. That is also a comfort zone problem. You have to push yourself. Tell your friends that, I want to maintain that vibe. I did all of this, and they will help you to push you to go on a date. Maybe they will help you with a blind date, all of that. But you have to speak. And that's where the thinking, speaking, action can get you there faster. So do that. Let me know how it went in the comment section. And please do consider to share it with others who you think may also benefit from this channel. I have gone through from my rock bottom to my unstoppable growth. You can check this one on my website and also on my YouTube homepage. There are multiple playlists. Check them out. I have covered my journey. It will show you where I was sad and depressed and whatnot. I even cried on some videos, but today, thankfully, I'm so thankful to God that all of those became a wisdom instead of keeping me in that dark zone. So it can happen to you too. If me as a normal person, if I could do that, I'm not a big person, no big personality or anything. If I could do that, you can do that. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. Go out and have fun. Take care. Bye.